How's it going, guys? I am being absolutely eaten alive here by the midges. And you know what? I left my pyramid trek at home. I left my midge spray at home. I didn't think it would be a problem. But anyway, welcome to another installment of Beers, Beards and Bushcraft. I hope all of you are keeping well. It's my first time getting in front of a camera shy. So I just want to go through something with you. So today we're going to talk about a new pack that I bought a couple of months back from an American company called Hill People Gear. And the pack that I bought was the Connor V2. The reason I bought the pack was quite simple. I was using a lot of other backpacks, but they were bucket backpacks. They were mainly for climbing, for mountaineering, for hill walking. I wanted a backpack that was going to be made from really strong materials, a backpack that had very, organised pockets for all of my nerdy little stuff, my pouches that I've collected up over the last couple of months. And I just like that organisation of the Moley. They use this, I think it's called Spears webbing, Moley webbing. So it's really, really strong. And there was a different. I was looking at the Connor V1, and then I noticed that with the Connor V2, it had bigger pockets for bigger drinks. So, for example, the last one, the Connor V1, you weren't able to put a wide mouth Nalgene bottle in it. This one you can, the 1 litre wide mouth Nalgene. There's also a difference of 1 inch of extra volume in this pack. So where they've added the extra volume is here. They've raised it out another inch. It's just phenomenal. I mean, the amount of stuff that I can fit in this pack, it's a 26 litre pack, and I can fit everything easily for an overnighter, so easily. So this is what I wanted to do today. Rather than showing you what's in my pack, I wanted to show you what I can fit in my pack. Now, the items that I have today, the bag can fit a good bit more, but it is what it is. I go out light. So without further ado, this is my buddy Connor, version 2.0. Bit of Irish humour, sorry. Now look, I read a lot of great things about their harness system, and that's one of the other things that attracted me to this pack, was hearing everybody on the forum say how comfortable it is. The other great thing about Hill People Gear is they actually have a Facebook group that's run by the guys working there, and they're very much in contact, hands-on contact with the customers. It's a really good website. Go check out Hill People Gear Owners Group. This is just, it's such a comfortable pack. Now look, I don't have a stats sheet. I'm not going to go over the dimensions of the pack. There's a lot of great, fantastic YouTube channels out there, and the people there have gone over all the exact stats and what the thickness of this is and what not. The easiest thing to do is go and have a look at the Hill People Gear website for Connor V2. But what I like about this as well is that this pack didn't come with a belt, but it has this system here. So they sell 2 belts, the Prairie and the Recon. The one that I'm hoping to get my hands on in the not too distant future is the Prairie belt. And when that happens, I'll do a review of that. But this is a really handy system to take on and off the belt, because some days you know yourself, I'll wear the belt if you want to take a few more extra products with you, and you can take the belt and you can put on your Nalgene bottles on the side of the belt and other things like for tinder or for snacks. But for now, I've got no belt system. They have the aluminium back padding behind it. Now this is a plastic sheet, some sort of a plastic sheet with stretchy material here that seems to be very, very strong. And here's the aluminium bars that are in it, okay? Really strong back system to it. Now we're going to move on to the juicy part of the bag. Is this what they call the Spears webbing? So you've got 2 channels of webbing going down about 1 foot or 11 inches, and that's on either side of the bag. The clips are heavy duty buckles, At the bottom of the pack, we have an organizer, and that's where I keep my camping chair, or where I keep my tent, or a sleeping bag, or whatever you want you can put down there. There is quite a lot of space on this. I don't know if there's quite enough amount of space to be able to fit something like a reindeer hide. Maybe there is. I might be able to check that out in the future. But for now, it handles very well, adding a Yervin bag, which is probably in diameter about 8 inches diameter wide. This can fit up to maybe about 10 inches diameter wide down the bottom. And also the webbing up here pulls out. So you can fit a whole array of items up here. To be honest with you guys, at one stage up here I had my camping chair and I had my Yervin bag. The colour, by the way, is Ranger Green and Khaki. This is the khaki colour, the lighter colour. And the Ranger Green is this colour here. We have this really strong mesh webbing at the front. Now look, you can put a whole range of things into this. Can I fit a Nalgene bottle? A 1 litre Nalgene bottle unfortunately won't fit into this webbing, or will it? Now, I struggle to fit that in there. However, the bottle down from this, the 650 or 750 ml narrower bottle, when I've gone on larger, longer hikes and outings, I've been able to fit 2 of them in here. Where the wide mouth 1 litre Nalgene bottle will fit is in the side pocket right here. See that? Really handy. It's such a great feature, and that's one of the aspects of the bag that they made bigger from, you know, the Connor V1. I probably said that earlier. Moving on, you have another department in here that's full of my dust from my magnesium tablets. But this is just a really small compartment. In there you'd probably fit something like an outdoors magazine. So it's perfect for something like that. I'll tell you what fits in quite handily in here is a map or a tourniquet. We can see the zippers, heavy duty, and they go pretty much all the way down to the end of the pack. Now, we have some more moly webbing. So for any of you guys that have pouches with moly webbing on it, you can avail of this, or with Velcro. I've got my Savota happy face there at the moment. If you can't smile. We also have another piece of webbing on this side. Now look, this would be the type of place where I would store my rubbish. Usually I just carry around a plastic bag. I dump all of my wrappers in there. I might dump like sweaty socks or boxers or shirts in there as well, inside a plastic bag, just to keep them out of the way. So what I would like to do though, guys, is I'd like to start the packing aspect of this, okay? So we're just going to move this down here a little bit and show you exactly what I do. So we're fitting in the canister, okay? And this canister has my gas inside it, and it has my stove inside it. Now, I know this is a little bit silly, okay? We'll move this around here for a sec. But just for the sake of demonstration, I brought this out today. Usually, I bring this with me when I'm going on overnight trips, okay? And what it is it's a reversible pillowcase. Usually I store a light jumper in there, like a light fleece that I'll wear at night time, or I'll store like an old down vest. Now, just for the sake of today, I decided to store in here a couple of little items that I have. just to give you an example of exactly what you can bring with you. A spoon and a spork. A spoon and a fork. And then stuff like paracetamols, a spork, whatever you want. There's a hell of a lot more that can fit into that. Here, I'll do something funny. I'll fit a container inside a container just for comical factor. I have my trusty Ranger grip here, 79. I usually keep that in there as well. It's great for making up feather sticks. I just got this in the post. It's the Uberleben Zunden. And then I keep stuff like my gloves in there, my glove liners. My cocoa for hot chocolate. And some cordage. Oh, I love this cordage, guys. It's so cheap. I don't know, what is it? It's probably €2 maybe for that cordage. Oh, quick shout out because people were wondering what I'm using. I'm using Tough Possum gear, so go check out Javery. And the other pouches by Topo Designs. We have another one of Jay's pouches here. I'll open that in a sec. Okay, so because we're outdoors people and we don't have any toilets, I bring my toilet paper with me. And then in here I just throw in my, just some really good beard wax and some leather wax from a company in Sweden called Fat Bear Leather Care. Would you believe it, guys, that this stuff actually uses bear fat? It's incredible. And there you go, you know. I don't usually pack it like this. Remember, I wouldn't be that fussy. Now this I could put in the side pocket if I wanted to, but there's so much room inside that I could just stick the Nalgene bottle there. In goes my beanie. Ground Ale beanie here, one of the Arc'teryx ones. I think it's a mixture of, is it like 52% wool. I got these really handy gloves here from a buddy in Sweden. He owns a company called Crud. They're quite a small company, but they do really nice leatherworks. So anyone looking for a pair of gloves, check out Crud Sweden. And then I've got my trusty Oak Burl Cuxa. Why did I say Oak Burl? Loads of people were wondering what it was. I believe real Cuxas are only made out of birch. Another person told me, but sure, look, I'm not going to be fussy about it. That's my Cuxa. What do you think? Made by a guy in Ireland. That fits in there quite nicely as well. And very last but not least, my ever-trusting Fjallraven Skogso jacket. I don't wax my jackets because most of the time when I'm out in rain, it's going to be very heavy. And unfortunately the wax isn't enough to keep off the heavier rain. But yeah, that fits in there quite nicely. And that, my friends, is part of what I usually pack for my outdoor excursion. As you can see, there's a load more stuff that I could fit there. I could take out the Nalgene, I could fit it in the side, I could replace the Nalgene bottle with a first aid kit, with a map, with a compass. There's enough space in there to fit my breakfast, lunch and dinner. So, giving you an idea of what this looks like with all the straps on it. Let's move this up slowly. Okay. So there you go, guys. Connor V2 Hill People gear. I hope it's giving you a good idea of what you can fit into this pack. It's extremely comfortable. There's a lot of videos online and a lot of photos online with people wearing it so that you can see what it's like. but it's quite a slim profile on the back. So from me, Beers, Beards and Bushcraft, I really appreciate everybody watching my video today. Please do subscribe, like and comment on my channel. It'll help with its growth. If you want to see more reviews like this, let me know. There's a couple of more backpacks that I can show over the year that aren't so detailed, and loads of other items. So apologies, it's a quite long video today, but I guess I had a lot of gear to show you. Signing off, guys. Take care, stay safe and have a fun day.